This is a real need. I mean, it's a real need when you lecture off, but sometimes that's off because we do foolish stuff. These people did do nothing foolish to get this to come home. So it's good that we get it. In Exodus chapter 15, verse 23, the scripture the message I guess would be, the title would be, being acceptable, or understanding God, our figuring out why things are the way they are. You know, when they asked Jesus, a word in the Bible was to talk about you, we search the scriptures looking for you. And he said, you search the scriptures looking for me, and I'm in every scripture. So when you realize the Lord Jesus said he's in every scripture, then you go to the scriptures and you try to find Jesus or something that pertains to Jesus. And when I found this verse, it don't mean a whole lot within itself. It says, in 22, so Moses brought Israel from up out of the Red Sea, and they went into the wilderness of Shur. And they went 3 days in the wilderness and found no water. Now he's done brought them out of Egypt, but they've gone 3 days, and they probably run out of their storage, or were getting low on the storage of water they had, you know, when they left Egypt. And when they came to Marah, they did not drink of the waters of Marah, for they were bitter. Therefore, the name of the place is called Marah, or called bitter. Now, you got to wonder, after 3 days of being without water, they find water, but the water's bitter. And you got to say, well, you know, what does that have to do with Jesus? And I said, well, if you look at it, it has everything to do with the teachings of Jesus. It says that when they couldn't drink the water there because the water was bitter, so they traveled on to Shur, and they found sweet water, and they were all filled. So this fits the teaching of Jesus, which Jesus says you got to have the bitter before the sweet. Nothing just comes automatically. There's a process. God is a God of a process. You know, we all go through a process. When you got up this morning, you had a specific process of getting dressed. If you didn't, you know, some of us would look all awful foolish with their underclothes on and over their pants. There's a process. You know, there's certain clothes you put on under. That's why they're called underclothes, because they go under the overclothes, so to speak. They go over what we see. There's underclothes we wear, hopefully. You know, if you're not wearing any, don't raise your hand. We don't want to know. And so, and when I went and began to look up, you can't have the sweet until you go through the bitter. It starts to make sense. And then, so I began to look at some other passages in the Bible, and I found that in Genesis chapter 1, that we had darkness before light. Before we could have light, we had to have darkness. Isn't that amazing? That you know why? You don't appreciate the sweet until you've had the bitter. You don't appreciate Jesus till you've lived a life of sin. Come on, somebody. Amen. When you start to appreciate Him after you've lived, and the devil has dashed you against the rocks, and you know, and destroyed your life. You know, I said, you know, I've got the centered song I used to sing, you know, and it's a copy off an old country song. It goes, I'll sail my ship along with all the dreams I own, drifting out across the ocean blue. And anyway, I forget the word, but when my ship begins to sink, then I change these words, but God, I'll blame you. And when my ship of dreams begin to sink, then God, I'll blame you. And that's what we do, don't we? And the song goes, I'll sail my ship along. When we try to pass through this life without Jesus, that's what we are. We're out on the sea of despair, waiting for shipwreck. And it's going to happen. The Bible's very clear. King David said, how come they got money over there? They've got money, they eat better than I do, they dress better than I do, and they don't serve you, God. And God says, well, don't be concerned about what all they have, because sudden destruction will come on them, but it won't come on you. You know, when we have Jesus, we can avoid sudden destruction. Why? Because God said it. Do you know that when all the plagues hit Egypt, and they were living in the about 7 or 8 million, or however many it was, of Jews who followed God were living in Goshen, which is a whole big city off aside from Cairo, and the Egyptians lived in a big city on the hill. They lived down in Goshen, and they lived, you know, and if you go to New York City or a big city, it would be, you know, shantytown, wouldn't it? They were slaves, Brother Roger. They probably just had, you know, whatever they give them to eat, you know, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Their homes were made of very little building materials, because the Egyptians were building the big, nice city, and that hasn't changed, has it? We still got people living in slums, and our money goes in. I said, if you look what the federal government built in this town, go look at the courthouse, go look at the new VA building on the corner of Main, and then go look at the one over there above the mall. You know, they all cost. They're the best buildings in town. Well, so it's still happening there. So here they are. But you know what? All those people that have all that good stuff, and all that money, and all them fine buildings, and all the finest food, sudden destruction came on them. 10 times, and not one plague touched Goshen, where the children of God lived. So it should not be strange to you or anybody else when God told King David, what's the matter with you? You know that the wicked are always going to prosper, because the devil's got up. But know this, if you follow me, and you give up that lifestyle for this lifestyle, then sudden destruction won't come on you. And so, that's what it says here, the darkness before the light. We have to come out of the darkness into the light. Do you know the doctrine of the devil says Jesus comes into the darkness to get you? But I promise you, he don't, because where he is, there's no darkness. When he walks in, there's light. So he can't come into the darkness to get you. You have to walk out into the light, because Jesus will never be in darkness. So that's a doctrine of the devil. You know, well, God will be while I'm doing this, smoking this Mary Jo. No, it's not. That's not scriptural. That's the devil's doctrine. So, now how about this? Follow before salvation. Do you know you're born perfect? You're born without sin. A newborn baby is born, has no sin. But it don't take long until we get old enough to get into sin. Why do we get into sin? Because we're in the flesh. The flesh will always sin. The flesh also has its own desires. It wants to do what it wants to do. So it sins. So then comes the fall. Adam and Eve had to fall before salvation could be possible. We fall before we're saved, don't we? We have to come out of sin. We all do. You know, we know what we did. You know, we know how we sinned, and then one day we'll get part of that. So isn't it amazing that this bitter water before the sweet falls right into the category of what Jesus is trying to teach us and what the Bible is trying to teach us. First things first. You know, and it was interesting when I began to fall. That's found in Genesis chapter 3. And then Genesis chapter 4, sacrifice before blessing. Well, I want to be blessed by God. Well, you got to make a sacrifice. Sacrifice comes before blessing. It's not automatically God says, I see you and I'm going to bless you. There's sacrifices have to be made. When he told Moses how to build the temple, he said, you build it exactly this way. And there's an entrance door, and then you come to a post, and that's it. And that is the sacrificial post. And what you have to do is every family has to get a sacrificial lamb. You have to go into your herd, or you have to go buy a lamb, and it has to be without spot or wrinkle. It has to be perfectly white. And you bring it home, and you put it in your house. And you raise it as a pet. And you and all of your kids fall in love with it. And then when it is 1 year old, you go to the tabernacle of God. And you take it in, and before you go get your blessing from God, you tie that lamb to that sacrificial post. And the priest comes out and cuts its throat and catches the blood, and it bleeds out and dies right there. Well, the sacrifice, the Word of God is saying this sacrifice we have to make is not something we want to make. We fight it, tooth and nail. Many of us fight it a lifetime. I won't make the sacrifice necessary to get the blessing. I'm looking for the blessing without the sacrifice. But God, when he set up the temple, God said there is no blessing without the sacrifice. We're not saved this morning unless Jesus sacrificed on the cross. If Jesus don't go to the cross and die for us, we have no hope. We're wasting our time down here. But you know what? We're believers. We know that he did. He made the sacrifice so that we could get the blessing. So, but still, there's a sacrifice before blessing. Now, Jesus died for your sins and you'll go to heaven. But the rest of your blessings comes through keeping God's order of things. Sacrifice before blessing, because he's already shown us. Darkness before light, bitter before sweet. You know, it's all right there. And if you go read into the New Testament Revelation, you see how many times they quote what I'm preaching to you this morning. John the Revelator quoted, he said, you know, it was sweet on my lips. Sin was sweet on my lips. But when I swallowed this sin, it became bitter in my stomach almost immediately. But sin is sweet to the lips, but it's bitter when we eat sin, when we partake of sin. That's why Jesus said, take this piece of bread, and this is meat, eat all of me. Don't eat sin, because it's bitter on your stomach. Eat me instead, eat my body. This is my body which was given for your salvation. So he made a terrible sacrifice. And it's funny, those people had to take and sacrifice the pet lamb that the man and all his kids loved. Why would God do that? Is he a mean old God and wants to take your very lovable pet and kill it? No, he has to drive home the point, because he knew the devil was going to come with plan B, and he has to drive home a point that says, look, you've got to be willing to do whatever. I can't imagine, and I'm not sure Matthew and Sean know the sacrifice they're going to go through. They get down there and they got mosquitoes bigger than horseflies, you know. And, you know, if you got a hole in your net, they probably give you a net. And, you know, if you've never slept under a net, you know, you'll try it sometime. I have, because I've been out on the bayou when I was a kid. We'd fish all night and mosquitoes eat you up. Well, you know, I'm told Africa's that way. You know, and if you're around the campfire, if you happen to go out in the jungle, Matthew, and you're around the campfire, and you say, I got to go out and relieve myself, and you hear that lion going out there. And Matthew says, I got to go to the bathroom. Hallelujah. Thank you, son. Good to see David home in there.
Yeah.
Praise the Lord. He's sitting about luck. He's off school in Oklahoma City. So, you know, I'd say, well, he went out to relieve himself about 3 hours ago. That old lion's out there licking his chops because he's going, thank you, Lord, for dinner. You know, I just had to wait for another dummy that gets thirsty, you know, and leaves the fire. You know, we can't afford to leave the presence of God and go into sin. There's a devil out there, and the Bible says he walks around as a roaring lion, seeking whom he may devour. He's out there, and his plan is to get you away from God, so that he can devour you. So I'm wondering, you know, if you know, the writer didn't get that analogy from some of this. And now, if we go to Exodus chapter 16, we'll find out the wilderness comes before Canaan. After God saved them, they didn't get to cross over into the promised land. They had to go through the wilderness experience. Have you heard that preached a lot, to preach the wilderness experience? So the wilderness experience comes before all the peace that God brings when you finally get into Canaan land. One psalmist put it this way. He said, I was glad when tribulation came upon me, because it taught me to learn your statutes. Let me learn, you know, what I need to be doing so that I can keep tribulation away. The wilderness experience, it comes on us so that we go learn how not to be in the wilderness. You know, I mean, in the natural, if you run out in the cold without your coat, it ain't long until you figure out, you know, I won't be in all of this problems if I put a coat on. You know, how many of y'all do that? Run back to the house. You know, my wife went out this morning. She said, is it cool? I said, well, I don't know. They said it'd be 30 at the sun. So I'm taking my coat. She goes, "Woo, it's cold out here." You know, that wilderness experience comes when we refuse to prepare. You know, if it's cold, put your coat on. You know, I get to take with Brother Ray. I said, "Brother Ray, you come down and have some coffee?" He goes, "Yeah, I'll be there in a little bit." And he says, "Jerry, go warm the truck up." Jerry goes, "Okay, Master, I'm on it." Right. And last night at revival, he goes, "Hey, Jerry, go warm the truck up." You know, he's a smart man. You know, he prepared for stepping out in that cold. He didn't want to jump in that old cold truck and freeze. You know, he said, "Man, it takes." How many know when you jump in a cold car and it's about 30 degrees outside or colder? And how many know it's the longest time? And you keep driving and say, "Okay, can I turn it on now? Oh, it's still cold there. Turn it off a little bit and drive another mile." That happens to all of us, don't it? You know, unless we get smart and get one of them cars where you push a button and your car starts. You know, I said, "You know what, I'm going to quit going out there when it's zero and jumping in my car and taking off. I'm about to start my car, come back in the house and wait 15 minutes. You know, so, you know, I escaped some of that tribulation, Brother Jack, because I got smarter. You know? Hey, if I just don't get in too big a hurry. A lot of times we're in way too big a hurry for God, man. And it leads to bad stuff. Well, I got the crew. Did you get out in the cold? Yeah, you know. And I told my wife, she said, "Let's go to the ball game." I said, "It's raining. You know, I don't want to be out and get rainy and chilled all night. I want to be sick in the morning." Why? Because that happens. You know, we had a president of the United States that went out in a cold, rainy day in January and made his acceptance speech, and he caught cold, and 34 days later he died. You know, but he had to make that speech. So the president had to go out in that cold and rain and make that speech. Well, the truth was he didn't. He was the president. He could have said, "We ain't doing it today." I ain't going out in that cold rain to make that speech. You know? So, I mean, you know, there's lots of things that we do, and the Bible teaches us to be wise as a serpent, harmless as a dove. You know? We know better, and we do it anyway. So I'm hoping that's helping you. Now, how about humiliation before exaltation? You know, Jesus Christ is a perfect example. He was humiliated before he could be exalted. In 1 Peter 5:8 says, "Humble yourself under the mighty hand of God, and he will exalt you in due time." You know, Jesus had to be humiliated. Most historians say they hung him naked because it says they pulled his clothes off of him when they nailed him to the cross. And he had to hang up there with no clothes on for 9 hours in front of his mom and all those other women that followed him as a preacher. That's extreme humiliation. You know what? We don't even like for people to see us fall down, do we? When you fall down, what do? You look around and see if anybody sees it. My wife, she found out not to be texting while she's going down the stairs at the courthouse. So she's texting, and she fell down the stairs. She gets at the bottom, got a big old place on her knee, and her shoulder's been hurting in her knee. And if Daddy hadn't prayed for her during her Bible, she probably couldn't even walk. But you know what? She looked around to see if anybody saw it. And these young people come up and said, "You all right?" She didn't know if she's all right. She was, "Yeah, I'm fine." So we are peculiar people. We're more concerned that anybody see me fall than we are with them hurt. Many of us, at least she was. It was funny. It was funny, but it wasn't funny. How about this? So Jesus had to be humiliated before he could be exalted. And then he was so highly exalted that he's the only one in heaven that's allowed to punish the earth. You know, a lot of churches preach the love of Jesus, and they never tell you that those that won't accept his way of life and accept his words and do his words, you know, like Jesus, like Paul wrote, he said in Romans chapter 5, verse 9, he is eternal salvation to those who hear his words and do it. Those that have heard his words and won't do his words, he's the only one exalted high enough to punish the earth and punish those people, and he will. He's the one that opens the book to send the 7 plagues on the earth. You know, each plague brings a worse thing upon him. One of the plagues is so severe that it said, man that is living in those days will want to die, but cannot die. Now, here's the beauty of all this. We don't preach on that much because the church is already in heaven. We're raptured out of here. Our days are shortened, so we escape the punishment from the Lord. And it's Jesus that punishes. He punishes all of us that won't change our lifestyle and live like Him. Or at least make we can't ever live like Him, but we can get pretty cotton-picking close. Have you ever seen some of them old saints and they're pretty cotton-picking close? I have. They're pretty close to being perfect. They don't cheat, lie, and steal. And that's all I did before I got saved. My family was the champion liars. And John Henry Ford held the trophy for the biggest liar in the United States. Now, my brother Larry came along and took it from me. My brother Larry don't go to the liars convention anymore because if they hear he's coming, they said, you can't come anymore because if you show up, all the other lying contestants, they won't even show up. They said, we can't outlie Larry Ford, so we won't even come. Of course, that's a joke, and he don't laugh. Hallelujah. Praise the Lord. But, we have to come away from, and all of these say the same thing, from darkness to light.